Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal target Emiliano Buendia explaining his dreams ahead of possible summer transfer, and then we're going to look at Mauricio Pochettino set to get one over on Arsenal in race for Inter Milan start. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal target Emiliano Buendia explains his dreams ahead of possible summer transfer. So the reports are stating that the 24-year-old playmaker is attracting plenty of interest after a brilliant campaign with Norwich. Buendia won the Championship Player of the Season award for 2020-2021 after contributing 15 goals and 16 assists in 39 league appearances for the Canaries. The 24-year-old was a stand-up player in the second tier and appears destined for a transfer, despite Norwich earning promotion back to the Premier League. According to The Athletic, Norwich are aware of the interest in their star player and accept that they will have to let him go this summer if the right bid comes in. However, the Argentine playmaker is under contract until June 2024 and it will reportedly require a fee of more than £40 million to lure him away from Carrow Road. Arsenal and Aston Villa have both been linked with a move for Emiliano Buendia, who has made it clear that he is open to a new challenge. One always dreams of being at the highest level and in the best teams in England, Spain or Europe, he told AS. One dreams of playing for titles. It is an ambition that I have. It is a pride that important clubs are interested in you. It means that you are doing things well, and it is a motivation to continue working and one day achieve it. Since I was a child, I was passionate about soccer, and you grow up with players you watch, not only in the position that I would like to play, as I still today. I look at England on Kevin De Bruyne or Bruno Fernandes, who are decisive in their teams and among the best in the world. There is no maximum age to continue learning from the best. Emiliano Buendia has been a consistent performer for Norwich since joining the team in a £1.29 million, which is estimated to €1.5 million transfer from Getafe 3 years ago. So it looks like also target Emiliano Buendia has explained his dreams ahead of possible summer transfer. So it looks like the Emiliano Buendia transfer saga continues, and it's very much whether on what Arsenal think about Emiliano Buendia, on whether they think that Emiliano Buendia is a suitable player for their team, in terms of whether Emiliano Buendia can do it with the Arsenal lineup, in terms of whether Emiliano Buendia can play in the number 10 role as he currently plays on the right hand side for Norwich City, and in terms of whether Mikel Arteta wants Martin Odegaard, Emiliano Buendia, or other players like Jose Manuel that have been linked with the Gunners as well. So there's a lot of factors regarding whether Emiliano Buendia makes his move to the Gunners, and we have to wait and see what Arsenal have in their mindset, because right now it looks like they're not doing any business at the moment. We have been linked with a few big names, but we aren't making the move. We are in talks at the moment, so we aren't putting offers at the moment since we can only do that from next week. So you have to wait and see how this transfer pans out, and this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Mauricio Pochettino set to get one over on Arsenal in race for Inter Milan star. So the reports are stating that PSG have reportedly stolen a march on Arsenal in the transfer markets. Arsenal may have to alter their summer transfer plans after Paris Saint-Germain made the first move in the race to sign Inter Milan's Achraf Hakimi. The Gunners are targeting a right back as part of their summer squad rebuild following a disappointing season, but face stiff competition for Achraf Hakimi. Manager Mikel Arteta and technical director Edu are spearheading a squad refresh after finishing 8th in the Premier League, with several players set to be made available for transfer. Among them is Hector Bellerin, who has been long linked with the move to Barcelona and has also attracted interest from Real Betis. Hector Bellerin has slipped down the pecking order at the Gunners in recent months, with Callum Chambers emerging as a viable alternative at right back for Mikel Arteta. Arsenal also have Cedric Soares who can play that position, while Rob Holding is also capable of filling in. Mikel Arteta has reportedly identified the position as one that needs strengthening this summer, with Achraf Hakimi, Norwich City's Max Sarin and Brighton's Tariq Lamptey among those on the radar. Achraf Hakimi enjoyed a brilliant campaign for Inter Milan, returning 7 goals and 8 assists at right wing-back in 37 appearances in Serie A. His performances for Antonio Conte's side helped Inter secure their first Scudetto in 11 years, but uncertainty now reigns at the club. Antonio Conte has stepped down as manager over Inter's plans to raise £60 million by selling some of the club's most prized assets. Achraf Hakimi, Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez are thought to be some of the players potentially up for sale, and Paris Saint-Germain have made a move to sign the 22-year-old Moroccan international. According to RMC Sports, PSG sporting director Leonardo has already made contact with Achraf Hakimi, who is one of their priorities this summer. Achraf Hakimi only joined Inter Milan in July on a 5-year contract from Real Madrid for a £36.3 million or €40 million fee following a successful loan spell at Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich are also reportedly keen on the young right-back, meaning Arsenal could find themselves outsgunned in the transfer markets. Paris Saint-Germain are trying to strengthen their squad after finishing second in Ligue 1 to Lille this season. Mauricio Pochettino arrived in January to succeed Thomas Tuchel and succeeded in winning the French Super Cup and the Coupe de France, but fell short in both Ligue 1 and the Champions League. Mauricio Pochettino is reportedly unhappy and eyeing a return to Tottenham, but PSG do not want to lose him, and signing players like Achraf Hakimi could go some way to convincing him to stay in the French capital. So it looks like Mauricio Pochettino is set to get one over Arsenal in race for Inter Milan's star, and with the Gunners pretty much looking for a right back, and that being one of the priorities for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, given the fact that Hector Bellerin's future is pretty much going to be leaving this football club. And Achraf Hakimi is seen as a viable player, a big name player in my opinion, and it will be a very good transfer business by Arsenal if they can get this one over. Well than that guys, remain blessed. Stay tuned for the next video, and peace.